Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach the truth with all honesty and sincerity. Salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth with all sincerity and great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of Israel. Double shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the heathen, but you are of the stock of Israel, and you hold near and dear this truth, and follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, wherever you may be scattered. And shalom to the few sincere Akwathim that listen and learn in silence, playing your creation role as the Lord commanded you to, which is in all subjection, reverencing your husbands, being his pillar of rest. It's your brother Oswald from GMS St. Louis, and came across this video, and it was really disturbing to watch, but through reading and learning up under, righteous teachers, we understand why this is. We understand the conditions that we're in and why we're in them. One, for our disobedience against the Heavenly Father. You see, and two, um, the balance. You know, there's day, so there has to be night. There's good, so there has to be evil. And right now we're in the evil time. But this video is of this, these Edomites punching on this teen Jake with special needs, man. And that's automatic a crime, man. You can't beat up on a special needs person and he ain't do nothing. You see, he's trying to get away. I won't play the video. They get to, taking videos down and saying you promoting violence, but this is for educational purposes only. But they're hitting them over and over again. 3 Edomites, and you hear these Shedemites in the background cheering and laughing and giggling and sniggling, and they're hitting him in his liver, hitting him in his kidneys, and finally, Jake just fall down the stairs, man. He couldn't hold on no more. But Esau is a straight coward, man. He's not going to go up against anyone that is an equal match or more powerful than him. He always has to attack when he has the advantage. He always has to attack when his numbers are more, or he has a weapon. And it's just, these devils about to get judged, man. All that you have done is you're about to pay that tab, man. You're about to pay that tab. Let's go to, you know what? I'll play just a small piece. And this is what Esau Edom does, man. That's what Esau does, man. It's 3 of them against 1, and he has special needs. But they have the nerve to make laws up against bullying when they're the biggest bullies on the planet, man. They're the biggest bullies on the planet. But yet the problem is Jake. Every time you see Jake interact with an officer or something, oh, they should do this, or oh, the usual suspects. Well, guess what, man? We tired of y'all painting this narrative like Jake is just the worst thing. Yeah, we got 2/3 Jakes. But you Edomites, man, have done far worse than Jake has done. This is Ezekiel 35 and from the top. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And Mount Seir is one of Esau's ancient habitats, which is a representative of anywhere Edom is. Mount Seir, Basra, you know, Idumea. It's talking about the Edomites. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. So the Lord is against you devils, man. You Edomites, while you try to say God bless America, while you try to say, oh, I'm a Christian, while you try to act holy, act like you're into the scriptures, while doing the total opposite, the Lord is against you. And there's nothing you can do to make him not. And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, so thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see? Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, because thou hast said, These two nations and these two countries shall be mine. Talking about the northern and the southern kingdom of Israel, which is, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. For as I live, said the Lord, Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. You see? So the Lord is going to judge you, man. Can't escape from it. You can't get away from it. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2. And I'll start at verse 10. And matter of fact, I'll start it from the top and I'll jump to verse 10. For the ungodly say, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. See, so this is what the ungodly say in their minds. Um, Verse 10, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. See, and they don't honor the old or young. They don't have any type of mercy. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And that's why they punching on this special needs Jake like that, man. They think when you meek and when you feeble, that means that you worth nothing. But the Lord said we are the apple of His eye. See, so you're gonna have a very harsh judgment, man. And a lot of these Edomites see that and understand that we've done all this wickedness. Surely we're going to have to pay for it sooner or later. And later has become sooner because your judgment is right at the door, man. It's right here at the door, man. The we're entering in Jacob's trouble. The more when Jake get judged, hey, you right up next, man. You make your move, the Lord gonna make his move. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. You see, Israelites and Edomites are exact opposites, man. And he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressing of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he called himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion. See, you know, it's grievous unto them, even to look at us, man. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed. Yes, and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. You see, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. See, so they that's in their hearts, man. They love to torture Jake, man. And they gonna see that the Lord is gonna redeem Jake, man, out of this place, out from your hands. You're gonna pay for all that you've done, man. You damn Edomites. Let's go to the book of Baruch. Baruch 4 and verse 5. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to Yahweh. Ye have forgotten the everlasting Yahweh that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. You see, so the scriptures say we were sold to the nations not for our destruction, but because we moved the Lord to wrath, man. By what? Transgressing the laws. And that's why we pray the Lord, uh, we be of that number to get up out of this place, man. You know, if the food don't get you, the air, the water, Esau gonna get you. It's nothing here for us to enjoy. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. You know, this place is defiled, and we're behind enemy lines, man. You know, if it had not been for the Lord setting Esau's bounds, man, we would have been done away with. But that's the judgment, man. You know, Esau is the Lord's left sword on the left hand side, so he does judge the wicked of our nation, even as far as having uh, uh, um, afflictions in the flesh. Being born with disabilities, man, that's a judgment from the Lord. But the Lord is going to make us whole again. He's going to destroy these people. You know, go to the book of Proverbs. 24:1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding it is established. See, but the point being, be not thou envious against evil men, because it seems as though, hey, they get away with it. But guess what, man? They're about to be no more in the earth. They're about to be no more in the earth. You see? And we're about to be rulers. We're about to be the rulers, man. We're about to have them in subjection. Matter of fact, this is Revelations 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. You see, this is what we wait for. This is what we hope for, man. The Lord is going to turn the tables, man. And they're going to be in captivity under us. So the book of Psalms 50 and verse 19, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget Yahweh, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. You see? Ain't nobody gonna be able to deliver you, man. You're gonna be judged rightfully so. This is Isaiah 14:1. And it reads, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. You see? So the Lord is going to turn the tables, man. And you Edomites so proud of what you have done, but guess what? You're going to have to drink of that cup. This is Jeremiah 49:12. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. The Israelites, we wasn't supposed to, wasn't created to drink of the cup of the Lord's indignation. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra, again, talking to the Edomites, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. See? You're going to drink of the cup, man. You're going to drink of the cup of the Lord's indignation, man. Ain't no way around it. Um, this is Jeremiah 30:8. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For, for I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. See? So the Lord is going to correct us, get us in order, and he's going to make an end to the nation of Edom, man, for all they have done. Hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and Abba Babal.